Well, maybe they can just make it work once more on towards the map of Inferno. Of course, the map pick of NEMIGA themselves. And let's see if they can now either win the knife or just lose it and still rush in like the thieves that they are. I can just already predict them go quite aggressively, but on towards Inferno, at least you have a chance as the CT side to slow them down with nades on towards Banana. Of course, also tossing a few down towards mid, as we do see a friendly tap to come down on towards MDS. He'll be slightly hurt by that, but maybe he'll just come back strong. Oh, the chicken wants to join the fight as well. They're looking. They're ready to see who will win. And the chicken is rooting for NEMIGA, standing behind them, saying, come on, guys, don't be so weak. Don't be chickens. Don't just go in there, as we do see eventually a very good knife round to come in from Copenhagen Flames. Perfect, as you say. That means we do see NEMIGA most likely start on towards that T side once more, but I'm not saying that might really work in their disfavor, as we just saw before.
We'll see, though. That knife round, you know, at least they've got that going for them. But once again, indeed, the question is, okay, they got the knife round in both maps so far, but maybe Inferno is going to be a different map, you know? Maybe Inferno will be where Copenhagen Flames sees the light and realizes what was going wrong.
Well, there's a very good chance that NEMIGA will be able to turn off that light if they do see it. Because, well, the moment that actually happens, there might be a chance that, of course, the Belarusian team will just get a quick 2-0. It all starts with the pistol. No utility bought by the side of NEMIGA. Going for a wild round, and those Glocks will be chiming in. A dink already coming down on towards Dafu. They're just running in like madman. 3 players standing by on towards that A side. 1 in boiler is going to be Mang standing by, gets the first frag. He will be maybe refrag, but nobody's actually committing to it. It's going to be Lollipop rushing down towards Long with his teammates. There will be a player in Graveyard. It's going to be Dafu with a triple kill, and the round actually goes in favor of the Copenhagen Flames. The CT side starting off well for them, at least this time, as on the previous map of Nuke, they weren't able to convert a single pistol round in their favor.
Ooh, and that is maybe the start that Copenhagen Flames needs. You know, right now, that could be a more positive outlook for them. That could be the chance, really, that they're working for. We can see Copenhagen Flames. They now have that first round in the pistol round. They've got a solid buy as well. MP9s, a UMP, and an M4 in the hands of Dafu. So let's see right now if so Copenhagen Flames can just extend this pistol round. We've gotten the first one, and who knows if we're going into the second half a little while later, and their performance is strong enough to get the second, and with that win out this map.
Ooh. You're already believing in the Copenhagen Flames, as of course it might be the old style. I win your map, you win mine, as it's going to be Mertz trying to peek in, but so far not really getting anything done. As he wants more spot side of player. Those Deagles not really doing too much either for the NEMIGA side, as we're going to wait for the execute to come in, most likely towards the B-bomb side, with the bomb still to be picked up at the T-stairs right now by none other than Speedak. He was a force to be reckoned with on the previous map, as now the Magnet will see the charge will be Jo falling first towards Max, and Jabby also coming in. It's actually a very good round so far for the side of Copenhagen Flames, but still a bomb plant will go down from Speedak, and it's going to be a 2-on-3. The Eagles still in the hands of NEMIGA. That's a very good spray on towards Lollipop. Well, let's see if the guys with numbers and Ks in their names can actually get some kills as well.
That's the question, right? I'd say Speedak and Lollipop are the perfect players to play a plant out like this, because they can get those frags. Do see some utility flying out now, though. That could really help in favor of Copenhagen Flames. Basso sprints up here, but Lollipop holds good.
No.
Speedak, they go down, and Basso, he tries, he switches to the M4, but look behind him. He didn't expect Lollipop to be pushed up that quickly. Takes his deagle and frags him out. NEMIGA already convert that second round into their own favor. Can take the M4 out of it. I didn't see what weapon Speedak got into his hands. If
I believe a Mac 10 or an MP9, so it's something.
I believe
it's not too great.
Must have been an MP9 then, I believe. But we'll see that in a moment. Of course, either weapon is an SMG, and that's what matters. You know, that's what they need to get those frags in and get those extra dollar bills. And it is an MP9. Jo and MDS got those Mac 10s rolling, and then Box, of course, with that M4 that he saved.
Well, of course, we see a force buy back in towards the favor of Copenhagen Flames. Very good nade on towards Jo, as he's still standing by. Two-faced by this. There is still one more nade and even a deep flash to come out. It's going to be Jabby still having his frag to work with. It's going to be Manx moving up as the flashbangs might soon come in, and Well, he's trying to move up right now with the MP9. There will be a flash, there will be a frag as well on towards Jo. But then there will be a refrag. Two refrags even from MDS in the Mac 10. And that's a very good trade around. NEMIGA doing well to return. And the problem is there's still two SMGs on towards the T side. And there's still two players on CT side without head armor. And those are easy targets, RJ.
And I'd say that that is once again a serious danger for the Copenhagen Flames. NEMIGA have a one-man advantage. They have a weapon advantage. They have a track record advantage. They have a statistical advantage. There are a lot of advantages for the NEMIGA side. I don't want to hype them up too much, but things are looking very favorable for them. So let's see how this engagement goes, and look at that. The sheer speed of Lollipop trying to just, or well, getting those frags. Mertz here is going to push through that smoke, but I believe he's going to get punished for that. There's a lot of
dealing
chaos.
Team damage. They actually tagged up MDS in the meantime, and still they get the frag.
He can live with it, you know. He's a big boy. He can handle this.
He also got knifed in the knife round by his teammates.
It's maybe he's being bullied a little bit. I hope not.
Well, it's the same as Jebby. Yesterday we saw Jebby being hit 2 or 3 times by Mertz. And I feel sorry for Jebby, because he's been a stellar player for the side of Copenhagen Flames. Now to be chased down by Speedek as well. And MP9 just peeking, baiting, and eventually getting the frag. And it's already that momentum I was talking about.
I was just going to say, you know, I thought for a moment with that pistol round that Copenhagen Flames, that they really had it. And I don't want to talk them down, you know. I don't want to be overly negative about them, but there's stuff like this. You think that the round starts out well, but then you've got these insane plays by MDS, for example. He just goes in with his MDS, holds his left mouse button, and boom, he gets 2 frags. Speedak here at the end takes out Jabby as well, and there is just also, you know, like, look at the money as well for NEMIGA. They're only in their 4th round, and you've already got players with reserves almost up to $6,000. It's insane what kind of momentum they have, how much things are looking in their favor. And Copenhagen Flames, they're on a terrible buy. They just have round after round. They try here, go for a banana smash. Jo here now, he tries to hold it off. Lollipop and MDS come in clutch, though. They can refrag immediately and take out Jabby and Basso. Now it's down to 1 man on the site, and Lollipop's spray down is impeccable. Dafu goes down, and no. Well, now Mertz is the last man standing, and NEMIGA's going to go for the plant. Mertz at the very best, he could recover a weapon here, but Speedak isn't even going to allow that because he's standing at the ready here in case he goes via that via that banana position.
He's still standing by, hoping some players will push out in the end. As you do see, eventually Lollipop trying to move in. Players to your left, as you cross the road, you have to look both ways, and Lollipop does so. A 3-2-1 and NEMIGA once more gaining the lead and extending it. However, there will be now a full buy to come out from the Copenhagen Flames, and we haven't seen that just yet.
No,
so this might be their round to bring it back.
It really should be, though, because you can see it as well. They are investing pretty much all of their money. Means that they have a, well, you know, they just have everything put into it now. So if this round doesn't go their way, then I'm sorry, but Copenhagen Flames will then also be looking at another loss. They will be looking at probably 2 rounds going to NEMIGA once again. And in this Group D Grand Final, they can both, or well, they will both end up in the playoffs. But of course, that still doesn't mean that this isn't an important one. You know, you want to get that best spot, and you want to get that extra 1,000 euros, because why not?
Money?
Money? Yeah. Maybe with that, Copenhagen Flames can perhaps hire an extra analyst.
Oh, well, they've been doing really well. Their analyst has done some amazing work, or at least coach. I'm not sure what kind of staff they have. But they performed insanely strong against the side of MIBR, winning 2 times. Against, of course, a team which is a little bit wonky at the moment.
A little bit
but
wonky.
Still, it's 2 times a free mapper, which they did win. And he is now moving through his teammate on towards the A side. There will be 2 players standing by. Make that only 1, as it's going to be Mertz falling. Basso rotating in. It's 3-on-2, and he actually gets a second. Still a player on towards the side. A good tag, but it's going to be Banks in a 1v2. He doesn't have utility, he doesn't have a kit, and he doesn't have any teammates to rely on. So they're just going to stand by, and NEMIGA, having 2 AKs, are just waiting for the player to move in. And Box is just holding the angle. He's the player with full HP, so he's the most likely to get a kill. As his teammate is also standing by, will maybe go for a re-peek, but he's actually been tagged up and also spotted out. The Speedak, of course, you can always believe him to get a kill, and he will get 1 more. 4-1, the first buy round of Copenhagen Flames not working out. That means back towards an eco or pistol armor. And then you see a 5th round. from that point onwards, they really need to start winning rounds because otherwise this D side, it's slipping away from them.
I wrote it down as well for the previous map. Like at one point, Copenhagen Flames were on a 0-7 score, and that is just, it's not good. It is worrying.
Is that bad?
Yeah, that's bad.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not about keeping your score low. It's about getting the most frags and like actually winning the rounds and getting.
Oh, rip chicken! No,
not the chicken.
Jeffy goes down to JO as well. Everything is going south for me.
It's such a shame. It's such a shame. But we'll see. Still the full man presence for NEMIGA, and now the 5th round is already looking solid. Of course, as you said, the Copenhagen Flames, they're on, well, yeah, I guess pistol armor maybe this was. You know, Basso, he's got that deagle and armor, because of course their loss bonus is probably also at, I think, full right now. So that means, yeah, because they got the pistol round, and they, from there on out, they've just been losing straight, so it is on full. And that also means, of course, that, well, I believe right now NEMIGA, they just...
Your mic doesn't work that well if you...
Yeah, I know. I was
just going to give you a hint right there.
Thanks. I was sorry. I was a bit itchy.
It happens. I also get itchy if I lose this big, as Copenhagen Flames currently having. Well, still 2 players alive. They're trying to deal some damage, but Speedak gets a frag on towards Basso, and Speedak wants to get more. First, just around the corner, wants to pre-fire him, but it goes the other way. 5-1.
But look at these HP amounts as well. This is a bit. But this is maybe a bit lucky as well by NEMIGA.
No.
They could have easily lost 3 people there, and would have had to rebuy massively.
And they wouldn't have cared. Look at the reserves.
Well, no, it's not that much of a problem for them. Of course, that's true.
They're rich as can be, RJ. People that are very rich, they don't care about money, and that's how NEMIGA is feeling right now. They only care about real life money, and they're gonna make some more if they do win like this.
Well, absolutely at this rate. You know, I wonder what that's going to give for the playoffs as well. They could very much be a contender for perhaps one of the, well, final spots, really. Definitely semis, I'm saying.
Oh yes, well, Mert sending by the AWP. Of course, there will be a double op setup from the side of NEMIGA, yet they will be tagged up by some nades. Mank to the opening kill. This might be a round for Copenhagen Flames, and they now really need to get a win in. Because if they don't, well, they'll just be wrecked time and time again by NEMIGA, and those AKs, they're just too strong.
Absolutely. There's no denying that whatsoever. And now NDS pushes in it. Did he just run past a player?
Oh yes, clean spray as JO will take down Manx. It's going to be the B side open, as there will be that rotate to come in. Yet this bomb plant not to be denied. No nades, no mollies. And actually now Speedak almost taking down the player who was standing ready for a boost to come in. MDS now hears that Jabby took down JO. But still support free, and NEMIGA is holding down. Still so much utility for the side of Copenhagen Flames, but still it is not being thrown out, as it will be now going a incendiary towards Barbecue. No player standing there, however. Leaving Speedak at the angle on towards CT. Almost gets a frag and loses a teammate, but he gets 2 in return himself. It is now that 2 versus 1 as Speedak loses yet another one. He tries to move away, but Jabby this time he will be in time. And I believe he still has enough time to get a defuse as well. 5-2. NEMIGA could have still won that, but they just played a little bit too sloppy.
I thought for a moment that Jabby didn't have a defuse kit, so I was very worried that they would lose it to the bomb explosion anyway, but luckily he did have that kit. And we can see it as well. Speedak, the Chaos, lovely double kill for him. Even managed to, in the meantime, get that triple, but then against, sadly, the last player standing of Copenhagen Flames, he couldn't hold it out. And that does make it so that, well, I'm afraid that Copenhagen Flames just, they don't stand much of a chance here.
No?
I'm not. Sorry.
You're going wild. You might win some money today. I've already lost quite a few.
Yeah, I'm
So I'm gonna believe in you and your betting so far to do the work to give some money to the community. It's great to come in from Basso. He will get 1 frag towards JO, but Speedak will be there to at least get a refrag of his own. Back to a 4-on-4, back to equal numbers. And there's actually a player in the balcony room. Leaf Pop is trying to move up, as there will be a nade nuke on towards Boiler, but Defu, he's actually still having this angle. Spots a player, will now come in. First frag tries to turn around, but Box is too fast. Still equal numbers. 3-3 in this case, of course, favor of NEMIGA. Yet they have lost banana control. Look at the player actually being quite far in, as the chicken is being chased by Speedak, but it will stay alive. Thank goodness. And that means that Manx is trying to hold on, soon to be possibly contested by the players of the NEMIGA side. Will they be able to flash this out? Well, there will be a flash actually bumping. And still he gets the first frag. Oh, Manx actually getting a second as well. Now there will be the bomb in the hands of Box, trying to move towards the B side in time, but there is already a rotate coming in. At the coffins, you have a player standing by, none other than Jabby himself.
Oh no.
Jabby the Hut? No, Jabby the Legend. Because he gets a frag and a round once more for Copenhagen Flames. And that means 5-3. NEMIGA slowly losing their edge and slowly losing the favor they've had. But, well, they still buy because why wouldn't they? They still have money. But now they're actually losing some money and losing some of their grounds.
Let's see if this works out, right? At least.
What did you bet on?
I may have just put in on just a quick cheeky last moment 15 on this being under 25 rounds.
Ooh,
It's
wild.
Wild indeed, but I believe in NEMIGA. I believe that they can actually pull this off, and see now if the Copenhagen Flames are... Oh dear, Bassett, that's already so much. Well, Molly damage on you even.
But he did throw a nade to deal almost equal damage on towards Lollipop. So is it worth?
I'd say yes, perhaps. It will also depend on where those first frags go, if that damage can be turned into anything. As JO goes down, that is a solid start once again for Copenhagen Flames. And it looks like they've kind of, well, relit their fire, I should say.
Oh.
And with that, perhaps they're now going to prove that they can actually face off against NEMIGA, that they can stop the NEMIGA train, so to speak.
It's going to be Speedak standing by with his AK, wanting to go towards B, but there's two players standing by here. It's going to be that two-man peek with Max on the anti-flash. Now actually done some good flash, and there will be the spray down, most likely. Jabby getting one. Still a player lead in favor of the Copenhagen Flames with a rotate. It won't be in time. Lollipop will be able to plant. Fox, of course, is, well, guardian angel, most likely. As the bomb will indeed now be planted. One player coming down from the banana area, two from CT. And there's still one molly and one flashbang to work with on the side of NEMIGA. However, no utility on the side of Copenhagen Flames makes it a little bit harder to go for this retake. Box just wants to peek on towards CT, but he will be flanked soon, so he really needs to peek right now, or there might be a problem. He's still waiting. He's gonna die. In a 3, a 2, a 1. He gets one frag. He will be traded out by Dafu. Now we have Lollipop currently in dark. Very nice frag from Brasso. That means yet another round in favor of Copenhagen Flames, and now the difference is only one round.
Yep, that's a solid, well, kind of comeback move now coming in from Copenhagen Flames, and with that, maybe, just maybe, NEMIGA might have finally found Inferno to be the map that is actually Copenhagen Flames, their, well, territory, so to speak. Of course, Inferno, Flames, it would match up a little bit, wouldn't it?
Oh, yes. And the odds are not really in their favor because NEMIGA destroyed them on map 1. Like, we can say it nicely, but it's the truth.
It's the harsh
16-5, and I think they would agree with us that that was just utter destruction. Yet they're now showing to be a more capable team. Of course, as I said as well, Inferno, you can be way better at holding down those rushes with your nades. There's more choke points you can contest, whereas on Nuke, players can go via outside. A very large area, you can't really nade that. They can go through the squeaky door, they can go through hut, they can go through ramp. There's so many things they can go through. As at least we once more see an opening frag go in favor of the side of Copenhagen Flames. That's good.
Absolutely, absolutely. So let's see if they can once again convert that and make it the 5v5, you know, the 5-5 scoreline rounds-wise. That's definitely what you're hoping for now, especially for the Copenhagen Flames fans. And of course, they'll be delighted to see, of course, that NEMIGA also has that, well, or doesn't really have those reserves anymore, I should say. That right now, things are having a bit of a more positive outlook for Copenhagen Flames. I'd say that there's a solid chance now, especially with Manx getting that frag and JO going down, that Copenhagen Flames will get this round. Of course, bomb can be recovered by NEMIGA. They are going to go for a slow, calculated B bomb side execute. They've still got some utility. I don't think I see a smoke, actually. Oh, no, actually. No, there is. That's got a
There's
Molotov,
actually
so.
two smokes outside of NEMIGA, as it will be a frag towards Jabby. On Boost, however, there will be Max, and usually teams don't actually peek this, and that will, again, be the case. Thanks, trying to spray even more. Already a triple kill. Would still go for that ace, and there will be the plan now coming down with just a few seconds left. They might go for the contest, but it seems like Copenhagen Flames is just trying to play the numbers game, losing. Eventually, Manx now going for that 2-3-3 retake. And with the flank coming in the previous round, NEMIGA is now scared for a player to go down, of course. that banana area. Yeah, they're now all coming through CT. One is already moving up towards the coffins. The other two are waiting for the smoke to dissipate. They have 2 flashes on the side of Copenhagen Flames. One towards NEMIGA. That's going to be Speedek. Have that in his hand as he will now go down, so never mind about that smoke. Lollipop now taking down Basso. Also takes down Defu. Wants to go against Mertz, and that's a 1v3. Lollipop just stepping up again. And that is round number 6 in favor of NEMIGA. In Copenhagen Flames, they played it out very properly. Just being out-fragged in the end.
Yeah, but I mean, how do you deal with a player like Lollipop? You know, I actually did think that Speedak might have gotten the frag on Mertz if he peeked that quicker, because there was a moment where Mertz was looking more, well, to the left side of the bomb site, you know, from his perspective. So there was a solid chance there, but he did get that frag, and I was pretty certain that it was going to go, you know, the Copenhagen Flames way, the Copenhagen Flames side of things. But in the end, that result wasn't there, and now you can see Copenhagen Flames again on this, well, less than stellar buy, you know. They barely have any utility. They're dealing with pistols and MP9. It's not that good, and it is quite a worrying outlook. I do hope that, you know, they can overcome this, that they can try and, well, get rid of this deficit that they have. It's only 2 rounds now. It's definitely not the 0-7 score that we saw earlier, but oh dear. Ooh. That is a rough start for them once again, but look at this as well. Copenhagen Flames are dropping like flies, I'd say, almost.
Oh, yes.
And Dafu and Basso are the last 2 players standing. And what are they going to do? You know, they are on that A bomb side. And yes, actually hunts that down. Oh, he does lose that engagement, though. That gives Dafu a free and Mach 10.
Sick. He'll be so happy about that. I'm just going to give you a slightly altered song text to possibly give Copenhagen Flames a little bit of a momentum.
All right, let's hear it.
Relight my fire. A comeback is my only desire.
Nice, nice.
Yeah?
I
approved?
like it. I like it. Yeah, that's solid.
It's a little bit scuffed, but I figured I can make it work.
Have you considered a career as perhaps, you know, a musician instead of?
Well, I have a friend of mine that works at the studio, and he already asked, because I helped him out with some stuff. He said, one day you will come into my studio and we'll make a song, most likely a Christmas song or something like that. And I'm like, we're gonna do that, but I need to have the time. I need to have time to write down those lyrics. Yeah. But there might be a song coming one day, and it will be actually quite professional. I'll need quite some autotune as well, I think.
Maybe.
But well, we'll make it work. 5-7 on from Basso. Get 1 frag. We'll get a second as well. And that's some good damage to be dealt. But still, the round for NEMIGA.
All right, we'll see now NEMIGA get that 3-round advantage now. And they should also comfortably be able to buy around. You can see some pistols here being thrown around on the Copenhagen Flames side because, of course, they did force it out in the last round. And that does mean that they're looking at a bit of a disadvantage once again against NEMIGA. You know, they've got those weapons, and yeah, this is just upgraded pistols at the very best, and that Mach 10 that Dafo did manage to save.
It's going to be scary times for Copenhagen Flames. They're just on the Nico once more, and we saw how the previous round went. Quite convincingly in favor of NEMIGA. Of course, some damage being dealt. It was decent, but, well, you see MDS once more with the Mach 10 just moving through. That's the first frag on towards Mertz. And now he wants to get some more. There will be flashbangs popping. There will be bodies dropping. It's going to be already a good round for the side of NEMIGA. As, well, they seem to be in just another Liga. Dafu, the last player remaining. And, well, I think NEMIGA is not complaining.
Oh no, they probably won't. Definitely not. Also not about your stellar rhymes, I think.
Yup.
That's a solid 3-man surviving for NEMIGA, which also means that they can still properly buy into the next round. Copenhagen Flames now, of course, looking at their own full buy, luckily, so that is something at least. And that is another good chance to fight back against the NEMIGA machine. But I still worry about it. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if we see another 11-4 come through here. It would be very consistent.
There is a chance.
Very fitting. And, of course, it would be in NEMIGA's favor. And I don't... Look, once again, you know, I feel guilty about talking down Copenhagen Flames like this, but I feel like I'm just being... You know, this is just the harsh reality of things. Mertz, though, starts it off well. It's JO tagged and removed from this round. Maybe that is the start that they needed. Lollipop here, though. That is an aggressive push up to mid, buddy. That can't work out every time. Case in point.
Well, Manx is trying to go more and more aggressive every time. As NEMIGA seemingly a little bit punished. We have Box slowly solo going towards the B side, who could actually sneak through the smoke and actually get some frags. If he just needs to go through, make something happen, and he actually gets the first frag on towards Mertz. There will be a player standing right in front of him, and that will mean a
Wow.
refrag. Max as well, but frag on towards Speedak, leaving only MDS alive. It seems as if so far it's going to be Copenhagen Flames getting another round for themselves, so that 11-4 not going to happen. Maybe 10-5, maybe actually 7-8 if Copenhagen Flames can string together some rounds.
We'll see if MDS can maybe pull out some ace play, so to speak, although it would be a 4K for him, obviously. He could take out Jabby. He's got the bomb in his hands. And he doesn't have a smoke, though. It's likely, but here's going to be a crossfire, and this is going to be a risk peeking into this. He sees, oh, it takes him out. Is he going to go for the second frag? No. Oh, no, Jabby waits it out. Although he should clear this, and he didn't clear this. That's a shame, but it is what it is. Jabby does take down MDS in the end there, upgrades to the AK, and double AWP even in the hands of Copenhagen Flames. Now, of course, the 5th round going to them, and towards the tail end of this first half, we can definitely see, well, NEMIGA's advantage being, becoming a bit less and less every time. And maybe, just maybe, I'd say that there's a good chance that if NEMIGA now underperforms once again, Copenhagen Flames could make this a 7-8. That would be a decent enough, you know, start to their T side. That would make it a decent enough chance. Oh, MDS though, heavy tag in the beginning, gets tagged up by the molly a little bit himself, but the damage he did is definitely worth the, well, investment in that regard.
It seems like NEMIGA is just insanely strong so far. Copenhagen Flames trying to at least cover it off with the utility, and of course now the weapons they have saved from that last round as well. 2 AWPs. Decent buy. What can they make of it, as of course they are now slowly building back. But so far, nothing really happening. NEMIGA just waiting for once, saying maybe they will get just a little bit restless. They will peek in eventually, because we have seen them play quite aggressively with, of course, some flashes as well on the side of Copenhagen Flames. And so far, it's just going to be a waiting game. Mexican standoff.
Yeah, I mean, fitting. Although I'd say you've got your Mexican standoff in Mexico, maybe, you know. Both players crouched.
Yeah, this is going to be very awkward.
Yeah, just a little bit.
I always just feel a little bit claustrophobic in a position, because you just can't move that quickly. And
Yep.
yeah, standing by with flashbang in his hand, will flash in his teammate. There might be some counter util to come in, and indeed there will be a smoke. Box moving up, and the second orange boxes, there will be a player. Tagged up will be Jabby, as there will be a molly failing, and Jabby going down to his box as well. Still a player on towards the coffins area. It's going to be Manx with 1 frag, but look at the damage already being dealt on towards the NEMIGA party. Bomb will go down. The plants are already covered up. They don't really care. It's a 4-on-3, and they're just waiting for players to chime in.
And you can just see the players popping by from Copenhagen Flames, but sadly also falling. Whilst I was really hoping for a 7-8 score line, now I'm starting to think more of a 6-9. As, of course, NEMIGA definitely has this round, and there will be the last chance coming in now from Copenhagen Flames to come back. Although, of course, they are going to go for the same now. It's logical, because they've got that AWP, they've got that AK, quite worthwhile rifle-wise, and they don't have the economy to actually buy that much in the second round, or well, in the last round coming up now. So it's still not going to be the best of buys. We're going to see that the NEMIGA players can now preserve, you know, quite a bit of weaponry, and with that, they'll be able to buy that utility, that armor, etc., everything that they might need. Whereas Copenhagen Flames, yeah, 2,500, you know, it's going to be an inventive bit of accounting, but it's not going to be the best buy, and that is going to make it quite the negative outlook for this last round of the first half.
Well, you got to buy what you can and try to make something work.
Oh,
It's going to be Copenhagen Flames trying to get at least that 6th round going for themselves. NEMIGA, however, most likely to put up more pressure time and time again. So it will be that AWP on towards Mertz. He's trying to hunt down, but Jabby going down. That's already the first frag going in favor of the NEMIGA side towards the deadbeat bomb side, but Mertz now taking down Lollipop. A little bit of aggression coming down from the side of Copenhagen Flames as well, and it's a little bit 50-50, hit and miss.
Absolutely, and well, so far I'd say that NEMIGA never really misses, huh? But still, there is going to be a chance of them, you know. It's this 3v4 now, so you would think that there is... Actually, wait, hold on. Where did one of the NEMIGA players go? Because normally there's a skull there, and it's just... There's nothing
He
there.
disconnected. He had to go to the toilet, I think.
Probably.
All that
Maybe.
fountain water just splashing around and really gets you going as Manx gets a frag on towards MDS. He's a decent anchor so far, as now Basso takes down Box as well. Only Speedek alive. A few seconds left to play with as he's moving up with P2 in hand, trying to spray down Basso. But he's still in the smoke. He's just saying, well, with an AWP, there's little chance that you can make it work. Flashbang coming in, still not an aggressive peek from Basso. As so far, those CTs are slowly chiming in. Of course, the bomb dropped in favor of Copenhagen Flames, as Basso will eventually get the last one as well. 9-6. NEMIGA losing some, as well as a player.
Yeah, we'd almost say that this is actually, from Copenhagen Flames, more admirable result than we probably anticipated. NEMIGA, they still have that upper hand. They still got 3 rounds in advantage. But I will be quite honest. When we came from Nuke, that first map, I did think that this wouldn't be as convincing of a win as, well, how do I put it? As convincing of a resistance from the Copenhagen Flames. So now, going into that second half, 3 rounds advantage for NEMIGA, and also, of course, and depends on how you look at it really, also that CT side advantage for NEMIGA. Now, if they really will appreciate that CT side advantage, that is the question. We've got the Copenhagen Flames. They maybe will just pull off a pretty decent T side. It is definitely possible. So it remains to be seen.
We're going to see if those Glocks will work on, of course, this pistol round. NEMIGA also having to fear this fidget spinner coming down from Dafu. And he's spinning like crazy. But they have some karambits of their own to maybe just spin around as well. There will be, I believe, JO with a P2K. The rest will be having that USP. No defuse kit coming down from the CT side, which is quite odd, we have to say. But, well, sometimes it does work as Lollipop now takes down Basso as well. It's the opening frag in favor of the NEMIGA side. 3 players on towards B, standing by for this push to come. Only 4 players against the 3 of NEMIGA. Still standing here, maybe just 1 won't be expected. Birds moving in, still some damage being dealt on towards the player. Confidence there will be the frag as well. Jabby will get 1, also merge 1, but Jo will get 1 before he gets traded out. It's going to be only 2 more players standing on the NEMIGA side. They should have done more on towards their pistol so far, but Lollipop moving in, double kill for himself. But Jabby standing by, and yes, is trying to move in. It's going to be a tap fest of these 2 players. USB in hands of both. There is, of course, no kit, but also no T's remaining to cover it off, and MDS will actually get the round. Double digits for NEMIGA, and they now win that second pistol right here after losing the first. But back then, they were able to force back into it.
Still, of course, in this match, the 3 pistols in total going to NEMIGA, whereas it's only been the 1 going to the Copenhagen Flames. NEMIGA with this also reaching the double digits. A little bit worrying, I dare say, an outlook that isn't too good, and that does mean that NEMIGA will get a certain solid start now in this second half. Question is also going to be, how is Copenhagen Flames going to handle this? You would expect the classic second round force coming in. Indeed, case in point, they had that bomb plant, which is quite advantageous for them, and they've also got a pretty decent buy out of this. You can see 3 rifles, an SMG, and a deagle, so they can make that work. Of course, on the NEMIGA side, that is 3 rifles and 2 SMGs, which is just a little bit better.
All damage being dealt already. Dafu going down to Jo, as he's also rather low. That means advantage gained for the CT side. But we slow things down. We're waiting for more frags to come in, and the T's are trying to hunt it. For instance, Basso is Deagle on towards the boiler area, and the rest of the T's will go towards B. Again, there will be players standing by from NEMIGA quite passively, which is odd looking at how they normally play. But it might actually work out because, well, they just already have a strong position. Same case in hand for Copenhagen Flames will open up the score. Merge takes down Box, leaving only Jo alive. Yeah, there is also a rotate coming in. Jo will get another frag, will get 2 of his own before he falls in this round. And Lollipop is already there with the M4 once more. This time not able to deny the bomb planter of a survival mode. But as there will be a player dropping, Jabby, what are you doing? Makes it a player advantage for NEMIGA. No defuse kit, but still some utility as there will be a flashbang coming in, and Lollipop gets a frag on towards Mercs as well. It's going to be eventually Lollipop with a triple kill, and once more a round in favor of NEMIGA. Their aim is just to RJ. It's insane.
Yeah, no, there's a solid, aim coming in from NEMIGA, and also just, it's a player like Lollipop that can really just clutch it out whenever it's needed. Like, you just know, okay, Lollipop is facing a 1v3 situation, basically, because the rest of his team is still rotating. Gets the 1 because, okay, to be fair, it has to be said as well. Jabby there, he jumped off when he really totally shouldn't have. You can see it here as well. Gets the first, and that was actually already the second, and then he gets the third. His team comes in, but his team isn't even necessary anymore at that point. And it's just solid plays from the NEMIGA plays because, you know, they have that good aim skill for it. But at the same time, also, Copenhagen Flames, they make some silly mistakes. At least one player that they lost to that. And now they're on a pistol round, and it's going to be terrible for their momentum. They can buy in the next, but well, they're going to have to make something good out of it to actually try and get a win. Look at the spray transfer. Lollipop here, though, doesn't actually manage to get that second frag. Contrast limitations. And MDS goes down to Jabby here as well. Maybe this is what they needed, but now Speedak coming in takes the double kill. Sprays a little bit through the smoke just to make sure if there were any people crossing that they would be dealt with. Now Boxer, he sees the foot and he looks for the second, and there we go. It's just incredibly smooth. That's all I can say, really.
Those flicks coming in, of course, Lollipop overextending like mad. Same as MDS, they're just going for frags. And then you have those players in Speedak and, of course, Box having some flicks in with those M4s, dealing easy damage. It's going to be 12-6. NEMIGA getting closer and closer to a map and match point. But, well, we're waiting for Copenhagen Flames to also bring the heat themselves with their first buy round. Mertz on the AWP. When there will be aggression, he will be there to try to punish it. But mainly focusing on maybe, because we just don't know if he can. Well, first frag coming in on towards Lollipop. Once more going a little bit deep with his utility. It was also a very aggressive and well-played peek by Mertz.
Absolutely solid there. That was not something that Lollipop saw coming at all. You know, he, I don't think he really anticipated that aggressiveness, but we'll see now how the rest of NEMIGA deals with losing. That one player, oh, Jo. Oh dear, look at them go. He completely, well, rules out that advantage with a double kill coming in from him from Banana. That was a solid flick there, my lord.
Insane so far. MDS now setting up for spin, and Lesso just walks out straight towards his aim, and I'm not really sure what the plan was. Now Jabby will have a little bit of an angle to go out of course, AFs. There will not really be too much pressure coming down from the NEMIGA side. Jo, however, already rotating in, having some support from a chicken, shout out. It's going to be, Speedak from the air. There will be two players falling, 13-6. Another clean headshot. He's just too good.
Well, I think this is really the skill of the NEMIGA players coming to show, honestly. Like, maybe in general their meta play will sometimes be a bit silly. Maybe, you know, there will be over-aggressiveness. But I think the problem is kind of that you only really see NEMIGA fall through when they face off against some better teams. And it has to be said as well, right? NEMIGA is number 32 in their HLTV ranking. They're pretty high up there, and compared to the Copenhagen Flames, they are 43, you know, spots ahead of them. Yes, thank you for giving me that nod to know that my quick maths are correct. Much appreciated.
Isn't it 41? Because I thought Copenhagen Flames.
75.
75?
Yeah, they
no,
changed that one.
Then you're right. Then I'm just messing up. I'm sorry. I should have never doubted you.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. We have to check each other sometimes. You know, we have to keep each other in check as well. Sometimes little mistakes slip through. It's okay. Together we can deliver, you know, the quality products and make sure that there are no mistakes whatsoever.
Hard. Lollipop sending by. Oh, this nade will be money! And there will be a spray for the smoke as well. Bomb dropped. And he wants to do that because, well, that's a double kill for him. Almost a triple towards Ducky. As a Lollipop standing by. That's flash. It is disastrous. It doesn't even work. And now you have 3 HP, an M4, a little bit of armor, which doesn't matter anymore. And a death as Box is also standing by. Triple kill to come in. 14 rounds for NEMIGA. Copenhagen Flames can buy again. But, well, will this be the buy to make it happen? Last time around, they had a great opening kill with Mertz. But then they started to do some crazy stuff, and there will be that AWP, of course, from Jo standing in the way. Oh, no. And Jo seemingly now the main fragger on their side, as it's going to be Copenhagen Flames struggling big time. But, well, that AWP might change things up once more. Wait, no player actually going through the library. We had that set up. That's so weird. Why don't they do that?
No idea. And now, like Lollipop died, just like my pen died just now, MDS and Speedak both come in. They refrag it. Basso there, though. He is immediately back with an answer. This could be a round going to Copenhagen Flames by the looks of things. They have the man advantage, but they have to watch out for a player like Boxy. You know, he is too solid, and he could really just provide a nasty surprise. You can see there's a look from Mexico. Box gets the advantage, but he doesn't get the frags, as Mertz even frags him down. And only Jo left. Oh, he's got that AWP, you know.
Oh, but now they're going through these stairs, and they have to throw a flashbang or at least throw some utility. They will. Smoke coming through, and the timing for Jo not really working out. I would swap over to an AK, but he's sticking with the AWP, going through a mid push eventually. He's still doubting that there might be a player coming back up towards his position, yet that is not the case. And he's just standing here, just chilling. Or as some Swedish players sometimes say, just shilling.
Yeah. Shilling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just always love how they say that.
Yeah. But these are Danish players, though.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe they say it as well.
Probably.
Danish people are amazing. Like
Yeah.
I told you before,
We had this
I've been
discussion.
all over Denmark because we just love the country so much. We just rented like one of those houses there along the coast, and then also went to Copenhagen for a few times. It's just great people.
But can you actually say Copenhagen as the Danes say it?
Wasn't it Copenhagen?
No.
Or
I believe they don't pronounce the K.
Or
They
Schopenhauer.
Schopenhauer.
Yeah, something like that. I've no clue. I just go there. Hello. I am not Danish. I speak English.
Well,
yes.
you're in luck because like Scandinavians, they speak notoriously good English. So
Same as the Dutch, they just have a very terrible accent.
they
in
have
the
a very
Netherlands.
they've got
Hello, welcome to
Oh
the
no,
Netherlands.
no! We cannot. No, absolutely. No, I can't tolerate that. I'm sorry. That is
so unfortunate.
Oh no, that's the worst accent, dude. I can't have that. It's so bad.
Alright, I'm sorry. I'll just go back to normal.
Yes, thank you. I think it's nothing against Dutch people, but it's I think hands down one of the worst English accents.
It's beautiful in its own way. It's an art form which shouldn't be performed in live audiences.
Exactly. It's only for people to experience in real life, in real time, but far away from any sort of recording or streaming setup. Anyhow, let's see if Copenhagen Flames are going to be far away from their own setups in a moment if NEMIGA get the next 2 rounds, or if they can at least last it out a little while longer. Joe here, though, he's holding the angle. Are they going to have utility? They should. There we go.
He doesn't shoot. He could have actually had the frag with the timing, and now there will be a nade coming in towards Barbecue that will deal some damage. Actually drops down Jabby as well. Thanks easily with the plant, but another nade comes in. Box gets a frag. Now the plant has to come in from yet another player. It's going to be Mertz trying to make it work, and oh my god, J.O. can actually move through. How does he survive for such a long time? Frag still coming in. There will be a player flanking through CT that is going to be Basso, but he falls as well as Dafu. Oh my god, this round.
Yeah, and I don't understand. Honestly, there were so many things that went wrong there. J.O., how was he even allowed to get through that smoke?
How does he survive for so long?
And if he had hit that first shot, it would have been an even faster round for NEMIGA. I think, I like the NEMIGA lads, but especially, Copenhagen Flames, a great Danish team, etc., everything like that. But I feel like against NEMIGA, they're just outclassed almost.
They're just being destroyed. Outclassed, also a very good term. But, well, NEMIGA, their aggression, you just can't play around it. They do stuff you can't even imagine. This is like when Stewie2K was bugging in Rank S, and people were wanting to kick him because he just pushed through every smoke. NEMIGA does that. They just do things that nobody does because you need a flashbang, you need a teammate to push through the smoke.
Yeah,
no, they just go through.
Stewie was that's one of the classic Stewie things, It was
smoke
always,
criminal.
Yes, the smoke criminal indeed, and also just kind of a bit of a, how do I put it? A little bit that attitude of, I don't care.
YOLO!
Yeah, I will just go through that smoke whether you like it or not. Got that replay coming here as well. Once again, solid nade. But then the fact that, another player gets naded out, the player planting, it's just sad almost, I'd say. We'll see now. This is one of the last possible rounds for Copenhagen Flames to redeem themselves. If the initial frags don't go their way and the loadout isn't the best, they're lacking 2 rifles, they've compensated for that with a Deagle and a UMP, then I think that maybe this might just be it. This could definitely be the thing going wrong. And see Lollipop here. He's in library. He's going to go for
flashbang's coming in. First kill. However, 2 frags now in favor of Copenhagen Flames. Trying to commit towards that A-side. Mertz standing by with the UMP. Gets a double of his own. And Speedak will eventually fall. It's going to be a round in favor of Copenhagen Flames with, of course, that map point still alive for the side of NEMIGA. Your bet still possible.
Yep.
But they really need to make something work right now.
It's really banking on...
this eco.
Yep. Well, it can be. It can.
It can be on the next buy
Yeah,
round they need to win, and then
yeah.
you still get some money.
Yeah, that's because I put quite a bit on that as well because
It's almost half your money.
exactly. So on vi.gg, of course, because well, I want to earn a little bit for the community, but right now it might be looking like I'm not earning. Oh, the Zeus. Oh, let's go.
Oh,
boys.
it's too far away, and he knows it as well. It's Jo dying towards Dafu, and there will be Buck standing by at the sandbags. He will try to tap away, but he can't really. Oh, he actually dared to think. Jabby going a little bit low as Lollipop takes down Basso. He most likely will be turned upon by Mertz, but there will still be that AK being recovered. Lollipop happy. He's going to be enjoying that AK for the time being, most likely trying to, of course, also save it for the next round because headshots are better.
Yeah, headshots are always better, and you know that's also a bit of a monetary advantage that NEMIGA can use. This 24th round now, perhaps not going in their favor. Them, of course, being at map and obviously match point NEMIGA, having gotten that first map quite convincingly with Copenhagen Flames. They're posting a 5-16 result, a serious downside, and we see, oh dear. Imagine if
they won't push, but it would have been great.
No, but they're going to slowly come through, so there's maybe still a solid chance that...
Oh, if he actually runs in.
No, he won't be that insane.
All right, well, 15-9. Still a match point for NEMIGA. It's slowly dwindling down with, of course, a focus on slowly. As there will now be a buy round for NEMIGA. There's still a chance for yourself to actually get something for yourself with this bet on
that's really what I'm hoping on now. You know, it would be like the odds were 2.57, so that would be a serious return on investment. But it's all going to bet on, well, it's all betting on NEMIGA now coming back in this 25th round. The moment it goes past this, then I'm officially really down the drain, but really like a not okay level amount. You know?
Yeah, I know. Maybe I'll lend you something.
Oh, that would be nice. I don't know if that's possible.
No, you'll maybe. I'll let you do something on my
yeah,
account,
I'm doing
but
some maths real quick
really.
to see how much I would get if I do win this.
All right.
Yeah, I'd be back at 55.6.
Then you'd be banking.
Banking massively.
Banking.
Yeah,
almost halfway through the bank.
Saving for the playoffs, obviously.
Insane. I'm so proud of you. Just doing your financial strategies.
Well, I did get that sticker today. You know, I lost my money by gambling. That's.
Well, you didn't. You didn't lose anything.
No.
You're actually winning things back.
True.
Right now. So, of course.
Anyhow, speaking about losing things, let's kind of hope for the Copenhagen Flames. Oh no! Oh no! This is no.
We've seen this happen before. Molly's all the way. It's going to be Box with the first track on towards Banks. And there's still two players standing actively on towards the B side. And there's still a third one now coming in as well. It's going to be Jabby moving past the first player still at Car. He's gotten two frags, but hello, Lollipop! He's standing by, but he will go down to Jabby as well. That's at least a good round in favor of Copenhagen Flames. They will now get a bomb plant in. And RJ.
I can't look.
Away goes your bet. There's NEMIGA. It's already deciding to save.
That was my last ditch effort, you know. That was really my last attempt.
You can still go all in.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
No.
No, you don't dare to go all in yet?
Well, no, it's not a good idea. I might as well keep a little bit, you know. So I can be like, oh yeah, I put 2 in, because that's almost, you know, like a tenth. That's a tenth of my money.
Very wild. A very rich man, you. Well, I'm almost wanting to give you a pat on the shoulder, but you did this yourself. As well, some people are just a little bit too good, and that goes as well for Jabby, because he's got a double kill. He was actually seeing Lollipop at that car position, and it could have been. It could have been RJ. It just wasn't. As we now see the bomb explode. 15-9. 2 weapons being saved by the NEMIGA side. The Belarusian team, well, they're slowly coming in. Yeah, my day wasn't too good either.
Nope. That's
don't flame me.
That was no flame. That was
no flame, only pain.
That's at least a little bit comforting. Now Copenhagen Flames gets those 10 rounds, and that's a nice milestone for them. Who knows? They could actually push this to overtime now. They just need to hold out for 5 more rounds, and of course then they could make this a free map situation if they win out the overtime. It'd be incredibly tough. It'd be incredibly challenging, but who knows? There might be a chance. You know, you have to believe sometimes, and this is one of those classic cases. You just got to believe in, of course, in this case, Copenhagen Flames. And who knows, you know, they've got the buy on their side. For NEMIGA, of course, it is that saved AWP, saved M4, and then the pistols. For the rest, they are banking. Oh, look at this. Boosted spot, actually. Jo sacrificing himself because he's obviously only got a pistol, so not really. Well.
But that's also Jo, you know. He's
He's
that kind of player.
He's that kind of team
He wants
player.
to really support his boys as there will be an A execute and there's only 2 players standing by. Will be some utility and Lollipop standing by. Oh, the M4 for LES is actually standing here, only to fall. Lollipop gets 0 frags and Manx will make it happen. And now we will see, of course, that plant to come in. Well, RJ, you're done and dusted.
Yep.
But I'm here for you.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. But yeah, like I'm kind of confused there though because I believe was that Speed Act with the M4.
And yes, with the M4.
Yeah, exactly. And with the M4, he peeks in, but then like the first time he just didn't commit to the peek.
Yeah, and it's like, oh no, I'll just wait, and then have 0 flashes to fall back on.
Yeah, exactly. Because I didn't think that he had any flashes whatsoever.
Oh no, he didn't.
Well, that's a shame. You know, that's kind of a thrown opportunity there, or a thrown potential. But it is what it is now. Copenhagen Flames, they get this 11th round, and they are getting closer and closer. They could definitely be there. You know, they could actually win this back now. They could pull this back. They could show NEMIGA that they are actually, in the end, perhaps the best team. They just have to really fight for it. They make it very close. Inferno is definitely going better anyhow. Even though that the previous map was much closer statistically and actually in Copenhagen Flames their favor. Now, Inferno, which is still seriously not a map that you would expect Copenhagen Flames to play that well on because they have that 25% win rate versus the 59% of NEMIGA, is actually way closer, you know? I mean, right now, the way this is going, you do have that full buy coming in now from NEMIGA. You know, they've got all their rifles, they've got the AWP, they've got the defuse kits, they've got maybe like some head armor missing a little bit every now and then, but that's not that bad because they're going against AKs anyway, and they know that. So, utility's really going to have to come in clutch, and the NEMIGA players are going to have to show up. They're just going to have to get the frags if they want to end this on the 16-11. But who knows, of course, the Copenhagen Flames players, they still have that potential. They could still do this.
Well, MDS is standing here with the AUG to win the execute. That's the first frag, almost a second. Defu will get a return frag. Speedak also dying. Lollipop will make something work. And that's at least a bomb drop for now. A 3-on-3 situation. Is their utility? Well, there's the smoke, 2 flashes and a nade. And a plant now to come in from the side of Copenhagen Flames. Peak coming in. Mertz will now be spotted out. It's still a very good possibility. NEMIGA can bring this back, but that AWP will just be so hard to go up against. As we're biding our time, there will be a smoke, and Jo moving up with his AWP as well. Now a flashbang to be thrown in. Mertz is playing very passively, so he's not really doing anything for his team, but this molly might actually help out the side of Copenhagen Flames. So now can actually pin out some players. Oh, Mertz will go down, but look at the time as well. It's already gone way past expiry date. Will be a good flash, but there's still a player on site not flashed out. It's going to be Basso. Get another frag, and Box dying as well. 15-12. We might go to overtime, RJ. It is happening.
Oh, it's absolutely possible, you know. Of course, there are still 3 rounds that Copenhagen Flames needs to last out. And this surprises me, you know. I'd say that these odds now are way more to... maybe that's what I should put my last bet on, you know.
Just
say,
all in on overtime, and then you'll
on,
actually be beating me.
Yeah, all in on no overtime, and that would mean...
No, or actually overtime, because...
all in on yes to overtime, but I'm not going to do... I can't make that.
No?
I couldn't.
Well,
oh, I could.
In theory, you can always do, but, well, we're going to see what's going to happen now. There will be some good tags on towards Max. He will go down. It's going to be a trade fast. Defu still survive as Bucks will go down. It's a 2-on-3, and actually some real damage being dealt by the side of NEMIGA. However, once more, they will fall on towards the Zico. It looks possible.
Oh,
for just that little moment.
For a moment, but now Jo at least takes that AK with him, so that's a nice little uptick at least. And Copenhagen Flames are going to go to that plant now, get that down on the bomb site, and now it's just another waiting game. Jo, who obviously isn't going to go for anything aggressive, he's just going to wait it out, save that one smoke grenade, I believe that is, in his pocket somewhere or attached to his belt. And with that now, we'll see if this AK might come in clutch in the next round. Of course, supported by, I believe, what should be a full buy for the rest of his team as well.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, if they do actually get the last round in. I wouldn't be surprised, RJ, if we would see a 16-14. But NEMIGA, they're really bringing it rather close right now. Copenhagen Flames not really struggling anymore. They have the economy as well. But yet, they also now know that one round will do them in. There will be indeed that buy to come in from NEMIGA. They need the opening frag. They need to not over-aggress this time around, because so far they have many of times. And many of times it hasn't worked out for them.
And we'll see now. 2 more rounds. There is a solid chance. This could definitely still be going to Copenhagen Flames. This could be going to overtime. It would be incredibly close, and it would be another tough fight for sure for Copenhagen Flames to actually battle out in that overtime. But if they do come out on top there, we could be going to that 3rd map. Right now, though, NEMIGA, we have to see what they make out of this. Oh, that is a solid smoke.
That is an over-aggression.
Yep.
And Speedak, you're actually literally running in one of the most pre-fired places on towards this entire map. And now we have a 5-4. Copenhagen Flames might bring it in towards a 15-14. And then I'm not really sure if there will be a decent buy. I think NEMIGA will have enough money because, of course, the loss bonus is now quite high. But, well, we might see overtime. There is a chance, RJ. As the utility will fly towards the A side. Lollipop is standing by box as well. Now being spotted out, will be flashed as well in towards Archway. Will actually get 0 damage on. Lollipop going down as he over-aggress once more. Just has to play on side, but he doesn't. Jabby now in towards Graveyard. There's still a player in the pit area. Tempting gets with a first frag. No, he goes down to Jabby as well. And the rest of NEMIGA will go for the save. We're letting it go down to the wire with a chance for NEMIGA to lose this map as well.
It could happen, you know. It's very possible. It would really surprise us. It would really, really take us by storm, I dare say, that now NEMIGA would actually lose it out. They can now preserve these 2 weapons, which would mean that in this last round coming up, they should at least be able to string something somewhat decent together. But, however, there is still a chance, there is still an opportunity for them to come back in that last round. If they don't, then indeed we will be going to overtime. We will be seeing that the Copenhagen Flames will battle it out over there. And you see the aggressiveness coming in from them as well. They are going to take the risk. Oh dear, there's the no-scope. J.O. making a triple. Yes, he does. Oh, it's like Duck Hunt almost.
Oh, J.O., that's just a little over-aggression I was talking about way earlier. And they just do it again. It's like, oh, I can get another kill. Let me do it. But they should almost know that, of course, Copenhagen Flames has loads of money.
It was nice, though. Look at this. First clean. No scope, boom. And then just, tracking, boom, he's flying, and I get him down.
And then the flick missing. Luckily, that was out of the highlights because that was a little bit awkward.
Yeah.
But, well, still 15-14. Now we will see if we see overtime. Or if it will be a not so decisive win for NEMIGA. They have lost many of rounds so far. They seem to be choking. And now they'll be standing in a place they could be naded out, but there are no more frag nades left remaining on the Copenhagen Flames side. So far, we're biding our time. We're waiting for NEMIGA to either finish things or lose things, because there's still a relatively high chance we go towards Spain, the decider for the series, and then it could still go either way, RJ.
Absolutely, that could be a very common playing round.
Oh,
and Speedak misses a critical frag there. I believe he was flashed out.
They're rotating off the B side as well, and they're going towards B. Oh no, NEMIGA, they're losing it. But J.O. now takes down Jabby. That actually indicates it might go for a B side. That's a good frag from Bucks. Almost a second. J.O., where are you? He went to go for the Coffin's push, but he will be too late to be there in time. As now they have to wait for, of course, the last player to come in from the car area as well. It's going to be the time ticking. J.O. with a defuse kit. RJ just can't believe what's happening.
This couldn't be real,
Oh, no, indeed. It's going to be J.O. moving up with the AWP, trying to look for the first frag. The molly on towards Dark, not correctly placed. That means, J.O. with the opener. This might be it. 2 more players left to fight. Lollipop takes down Manx. Only Deadpool alive. They know he's at second oranges. They take him down. They have the defuse kit. And Lollipop will defuse it 16-14. It will be that 2-0 coming in for NEMIGA. They will be your group winners. I told you it might be a 16-14, and indeed it will be.
Yeah, but still, Inferno being so hard fought, I had not seen that coming in ages. I definitely thought that, this would have this must have been a must-win for NEMIGA, and it ended up being a win. But with the odds being even more in favor of NEMIGA, I would have almost expected this to be some sort of repeat, for this to be back the 16-5 that we just saw here on